The world today is getting riskier. I think the biggest risk that we are facing as mankind today is climate risk. So we are really faced with something huge, which is something that is global with no way to monitor it, to measure it, to enforce on a global basis. And this is where Kayrros comes. What we do is we leverage satellite imagery to know what's happening on the big energy asset so that we can measure emission and then attribute this emission to a country, to an asset, to a company. So this will give the world, without a global regulation, the means to understand emission and really see where they are coming from, attribute them, which will be the first step before reducing them. What we're saying is that you don't need to monitor the full globe. What you have to do is you have to monitor on the asset that matters. So the problem we want to tackle is extremely complex, unless it would have been solved already. And we are going to do it, and we can do it today only because we have a very strong relationship with the best scientific institution in the world. We have a very strong relationship with the CMLA in France. The CMLA is probably the largest civilian team in satellite imagery treatment. We have a very strong relationship with institutions like LSCI, le Laboratoire des sciences du climat et de l'environnement. So they are the top scientists in France around the emission, plume inversion, understanding methane and other pollutants. We have also relationship with other institutions like UC Berkeley, Columbia, ETH around this subject. And finally, we have a very strong relationship in Japan with NICT. With NICT, we leverage the access they have to very interesting space assets like GOSAT to better understand emissions. We have a very fruitful relationship thanks to the investment of NICT in satellite and emission monitoring. What is very interesting is that we've identified almost 20,000 abnormal concentration of methane last year in 2019. So it's absolutely huge. The good news is that this gives us the means to reduce very quickly methane emission because we know now where they are, we know where they come from, so it's going to be very easy to reduce methane emissions thanks to this technology. Climate change is a phenomenal challenge for all of us. We need to work together, but I really believe that science will solve it. I would like to thank the Japanese people, Japanese government, NICT for all the help they are giving us, all the access to data they are providing us, because together we are making science progress and we'll be able to fight climate change.